Hi and welcome. We're here at Koreshan State Park in lovely Estero, Florida, and I'm going to fire up my forge today that I have here. So we've got our fuel, our coal, and our coke. We're going to get this started, do some blacksmithing. I like to use natural things to get it started, pine cones. You can use other material now. You can see I'm putting my coke around it. We're also going to teach you how to manage your fire so that you get the best bang for your dollar with using coal. You can hear how it's getting louder and louder. It's telling me that the fire's feeding and it's growing. Tamp it down. More coke. A little bit of coal. This fire is almost ready to forge. An improper fire not only will waste fuel, but you will either burn your metal or not get it hot enough. You could damage your surrounding forge if you stay outside of your fire pot. So that's a critical, essential skill. In just this little time that you've seen it, this fire is almost down, probably about 3,000 degrees down at the center of it. And I think we are ready for our first project. Got a nice, clean burning fire. What I'm going to do is, you see this hook that's down here at the bottom? What I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a sister hook at the other end. So I'm going to use this longer piece so that I don't have to use tongs. That way I can control it without it getting hot. This is an advantage of a coal fire right now, is that if I was using a propane fire, which you'll see me work, the coal fire is very good at isolating heat. So I could be right here and it may only be 140 degrees. Couldn't do that with propane fire. Propane fire is a lot cleaner. In some areas it's easier to get a hold of that fuel. Got a nice color. We're also going to talk about the different types of anvils, the tools and equipment that we have on them, how to use it. Go again. And what we're also going to do that many other videos don't have is we're going to teach ambidextrously. Each person has a different learning style, and we understand that. So we're going to give you two different advantages if you're left-handed or right-handed. Let's take a quick peek at what we have so far. So we started out with the square rod and how I drew that down to a point. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make that finial like you see right here. That's pretty close. Cool the tip so I don't burn it. Put it back in and make another part of the hook or the See how clean this fire is burning? That's really important to have. Slowly add to it. So a lot of people, when you hear about blacksmithing and how dirty it is, if you maintain it properly, take care of your fire, you're not going to have an issue. Cooling that again so I don't crash it. You go right over the horn. The horn we're going to discuss in greater detail. The horn's really important to the history with horseshoeing. See how we got a nice quick match? I'm going to put a twist in it. I'm going to show you how to do a quick twist right now without having a whole lot of material, so you don't have to have any specialized device. There are dozens and dozens of twists. The one we're going to do is just a simple little twist. Just going to heat it up a little bit more. I want to heat it just about in the center so that I get an even twist. Then I'll do a quick finish for you, and you'll see a project from start to finish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out at me, make sure it's about center. That's about good. I'm going to cool this down a little, put it into the center, and all I'm going to do is twist it. Twists do not take up or give strength. They give a beautiful finish where this thing didn't look right, just a flat end. Now I've got a really nice consistent twist, which where you saw I didn't even use a vise. So up to 3/8 inch thick you can even do that with the proper heat. And I like this hook. It's a good hook. To finish it, what I'm going to do is we're going to do something with the help of our friends that are being threatened, the bees. One of the traditional finishes is beeswax. I'm going to put this on it, and when it cools, it's going to give a nice little layer to keep off the rust. So I'm going to apply it to both ends. See how I'm doing it so that I apply it properly. It's still very hot in the center. I'm going to work from the ways out in. This side didn't get heated that much, so I'm going to heat it up just a little bit. I'm just burning this on there. What it does is gives it a nice little finish when it stops from burning, which is its auto ignition temperature. It's still about 800 and something degrees. You can tell by that. I'm going to let it cool after that. I'm quite happy with that. I'm just going to hang it here, let this beautiful weather cool it off for the rest of the time. And within 12 or 13 minutes or so, we've already shown you quite a bit.